Can a single bomb destroy a nation's nuclear dreams? June 22, 2025, US strikes Iran's nuclear sites. Did they succeed? Or was it all a mirage? On June 22, 2025, the world held its breath. In a bold and unprecedented move, the United States launched a massive airstrike on three of Iran's most critical nuclear facilities: Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan. President Donald Trump called it a spectacular success, claiming Iran's nuclear ambitions were completely obliterated. But as satellite images, conflicting reports, and expert voices emerge, one question looms large. Did the US really destroy Iran's nuclear assets, or are they still safe? The story begins at Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri, where 7 B-2 Spirit stealth bombers, the pinnacle of US military technology, roared into the night sky. Their mission? A staggering 37-hour non-stop flight to Iran, refueled multiple times mid-air, covering over 8,000 miles. This was no ordinary operation. It was dubbed Operation Midnight Hammer, the largest B-2 combat mission in US history. Each B-2 carried a weapon designed for one purpose: to penetrate the impenetrable. The GBU-57 Massive Ordnance Penetrator, or Bunker Buster, weighs 30,000 pounds and packs 6,000 pounds of explosives. It's a bomb so heavy only the B-2 can carry it, with each bomber capable of dropping 2 at a time. But why was this bomb created? The answer lies deep beneath the mountains of Iran in a place called Fordo. Fordo, located 100 miles south of Tehran near the historic city of Qom, is Iran's most fortified nuclear site. Buried up to 300 feet beneath the Zagros Mountains, it was secretly built by Iran in the early 2000s. The world didn't know it existed until 2007, when Western intelligence agencies exposed it, sending shockwaves through global capitals. Fordo's purpose? To enrich uranium, a process Iran insists is for peaceful energy and medical research, though the US and Israel suspect it's a step toward nuclear weapons. Fordo's depth and reinforced defenses made it a fortress. Conventional bombs couldn't touch it. In 2011, Boeing developed the GBU-57 for the US Air Force, specifically to target facilities like Fordo. It can penetrate up to 200 feet of rock or concrete before detonating, making it the most powerful non-nuclear bomb in the world. But here's the catch: Fordo lies deeper, potentially beyond the bomb's reach. On June 22nd, President Trump gave the order. 7 B-2 bombers, after their grueling 37-hour journey, entered Iranian airspace undetected. Why? Because earlier Israeli airstrikes had dismantled Iran's S-300 air defense systems near Fordo, clearing the path. At 2:10 a.m. local time, the lead B-2 dropped 2 GBU-57 bombs on Fordo, followed by 12 more across Fordo and Natanz. A US submarine launched over 24 Tomahawk missiles at Isfahan. Trump declared, "Fordo is gone." Satellite images from June 22nd show 6 craters at Fordo, evidence of the GBU-57's devastating power. Natanz and Isfahan also bore scars, damaged buildings, flattened ridges. The Pentagon called it severe damage. But then the narrative began to fracture. While Trump claimed total destruction, other voices told a different story. Iran's Atomic Energy Organization insisted the strikes caused only surface damage, with Fordo's underground halls intact. A senior Iranian official, Hassan Abedini, revealed the sites were evacuated a while ago and enriched uranium reserves had been moved. The International Atomic Energy Agency, the UN's nuclear watchdog, backed this up, reporting no increase in off-site radiation, a sign no nuclear material was exposed. Days before the US strike, satellite imagery captured unusual activity. 16 trucks lined up near Fordo's entrance tunnel. The Washington Post reported this as evidence Iran may have relocated its 400 kilograms of 60% enriched uranium, just a technical step away from weapons grade. If true, the US may have bombed empty bunkers. US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth admitted the damage assessment was ongoing, tempering Trump's bold claims. General Dan Kane said the strikes hit their targets, but final battle damage will take some time. Meanwhile, Iranian lawmaker Mohammad Manan Raisi, representing QOM, said Fordo's damage was not major and could be repaired. Experts weigh in. Fordo's depth, potentially 300 feet or more, may have shielded its core. The GBU-57, while powerful, might only have collapsed entry tunnels, not the enrichment halls. Iran's nuclear program, built over decades, relies on more than just physical sites. Its scientists, technical know-how, and possibly hidden facilities remain untouched. In response, Iran launched ballistic missiles at Israel, injuring 16 in Tel Aviv. Diplomatically, Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi condemned the strikes, saying they blew up diplomacy. Talks in Oman, aimed at reviving the 2015 nuclear deal, collapsed. Iran insists it won't halt enrichment, a red line for Tehran. So, where does this leave us? Trump's strikes were a high-stakes gamble, testing the GBU-57's might against Fordo's fortress. The craters are real, the damage visible. But Iran's nuclear assets, its uranium, centrifuges, and expertise, may still be safe. The absence of radiation, the trucks, and Iran's defiant stance suggest the US may have struck hard but missed the heart. This isn't the first time Iran's nuclear program has been targeted. Stuxnet cyber attacks, Israeli strikes, and assassinations have slowed but never stopped it. Experts agree. Bombs can destroy buildings, but only diplomacy can dismantle a nuclear ambition. Without talks, the cycle of strikes and retaliation risks spiraling into a wider war. On June 22, 2025, the US aimed to end Iran's nuclear threat with the world's most powerful bomb. But as the dust settles, the truth remains buried, perhaps as deep as Fordo itself. Are Iran's nuclear assets destroyed, or did they slip through the cracks? The answer could shape the future of the Middle East and the world.